And rather than sitting at the table and simply being waited on, you are going to find the ways to serve. You are going to find the ways that are going to change the hearts and the minds of others. Rather than excluding people from the table, you are going to keep expanding. To add another leaf at your table and pull up the chairs and the stools, that you are going to find a way of creating a new community. It's a wonderful image, but it tends to shake us to the core. We tend to like structure and ways of doing things. And when it comes to a leader, we like someone who's going to lead the charge, oftentimes on that white horse, or maybe today in a big fancy limousine or SUV. And rather, Jesus says, we're going to get out, and we're going to do things differently. Many of you have perhaps been following all of the different news pieces that are circling around. Perhaps those about the guns and the debates on gun violence. I've been over at the Capitol a couple of times and have been appalled to see all the people who are packing heat and those that have emblems of rifles and semi-automatic guns on their back, on their t-shirts. And I can't help but say, this isn't what Jesus is calling us to be or to do. We are called to serve, to live in a new way. Jesus doesn't go into Jerusalem with swords drawn. He goes in with the sense that he is going to change the hearts and the minds of people, that he is going to call them to a new way of being. And he gathers in the children and the elderly. He lifts up the disciples to say, see, can you serve? Will you serve? And no matter how we enter in today, what we are called to do is to be transformed. That if we come with the deepest of excitement, that excitement is changed to say, yes, yes, I will serve. I will become one who will get down on my knees and do it with vigor and might. And if we come in a more contemplative mode, we get down, thoughtful of the feet that we are to wash and the elements that are to be shared. And if we come with our own sense of loss or mourning, we look deeply into the eyes of the person before us. And we think of what it means to be intimately connected with those who are there among us. To say, you are my brother, my sister, and my heart is poured out for you. My heart breaks for you. My heart yearns for you. To know the deepest of love and compassion. And with all the emotion that is there as we move forward on the journey through this week, we are asked very simply, will you be a servant? And will you let Christ be servant to you? With those words, we move into Holy Week with our hosannas, our deepest yearnings, and our deepest desires.